Hello everyone. I am Pragadishwari Priyadarshini. Today we will learn, enjoy and appreciate the poem The Shed written by Frank Flynn. Let me start with the gist of the poem. There is a shed at the bottom of the poet's garden and the poet wishes to visit it one day. There is a spider's web on the door of the shed and its hinges are rusty and creak when the wind blows. The poet often thinks about it while lying in his bed. On one side of the shed, there is a dusty window, and three of its window panes are broken. The poet feels as if someone stares at him through the window, and whenever the poet visits the shed, he would like to find out who lives there. The poem goes on like this. Let us start with the first stanza of the poem. You might have seen different kinds of shed, a cow shed, a tool shed, or a wood shed. But here the poet is talking about a shed, and let's explore what kind of shed it is. Let's see the first stanza. There's a shed at the bottom of our garden with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I'm in bed, I lie and listen. I'll open that door one day. So the poet explains that at the bottom of the garden there is a shed. Hardly anybody goes inside the shed. Therefore, the hinges or the door joints have become rusty and make a lot of noise whenever the wind makes them move. When the poet is peacefully lying on his bed, he sometimes hears noises from the door shed. The poet wishes to be able to open the door of the shed some day. The next stanza goes like this. There is a dusty old window around at the side with three cracked panes of glass. I often think there is someone staring at me each time that I pass. I'll peep through that window one day. So now the poet says, the shed has a dusty old window on its side, and three glass panes of the window are broken. Whenever the poet passes through the shed, he gets the feeling as if someone was staring at him. To find out, the poet wishes to peep inside the shed. In the next stanza, the poet says, my brother says there is a ghost in the shed who hides under the rotten floorboards, and if I ever dare to set foot inside, he'll jump out and chop off my head. But I'll take a peek one day. So now the poet explains that the poet's brother talks about the presence of ghost inside the shed and warns the poet that if he went inside the shed, the ghost would chop off his head. However, this does not much frighten the poet. He still wished one day he would step inside the shed and see for himself what's inside. Let's explore the fourth and the last stanza now. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shed for his den. There isn't anyone staring or making strange noises, and the spider has been gone from his web since I don't know when. I'll go into that shed one day soon, but not just yet. Now, the poet is able to overcome his fears. He is able to understand that there is no ghost inside the shed. He understands that there is actually nobody inside the shed who stares at him or makes those strange noises. The spider, too, is no longer there. His brother had been telling him lies because he wanted to retain the shed for his own self. Therefore, very soon the poet would be able to set in foot inside the shed. However, he says that this can't happen immediately. The central idea of the poem, The Shed, is rationality and fearlessness. The poem teaches us that we should not believe in baseless and imaginative stories about ghosts and other supernatural creatures, as these stories are mostly used by people for their own benefit. Now students, take out your textbooks and do the textual exercises on your own. That's all for today, children. Hope you all understood the poem. Have a good day and happy learning.